answers that question, creepy lady.
Freaky lady.
Yeah.
Freaky
I guess
lady.
that's
Freaky. That's how you start the show.
is it?
It is now.
Yeah, that is true. It is. Jesus Christ. I went to open the stream on my personal Twitch just to have it open on the side, and whatever's on the main screen of Twitch was blasting audio. It was the worst.
We've survived it. You've made it out alive.
Alrighty. Last name podcast. Fucking Kadoop. Alright, we're live in the Discord now too, and awesome. We're here.
We are. We here.
Technically. What's up?
Doing
What's
the
going down?
Doing the do. Code red. You know, life is up. I'm up for now. More of the same, man. More of the same.
I feel that. I feel that
Can't even
entirely.
invent a new thing to say is up.
Yeah. I'm old now. More. That's a thing.
You are birthday boy.
Can I explain to you how much
Shut up. Happy belated birthday. Everybody pour love on Chris.
No, thank you.
Pour it on him out of a giant fucking pitcher. Just pour love all over his face. Make sure you open your mouth when they do it.
No, thank you. I'm good. I don't need to ingest that. Can't be good for you. I like how your mic is like slightly cutting you out because of the fucking noise gate.
I keep changing the noise gate. It goes right back. Like, we don't want to hear you.
Yeah, it's got to be Zoom, right? This doesn't happen in Discord, I think. But
let me see. Where is? I'm not looking for. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Here I am.
Happy birthday. No, I can see the discomfort. That's why it's happy birthday.
No, it's just, I don't know, man. Yesterday felt like just another Tuesday, you know?
Means you're old.
Yeah. It was also funny because, like, you can tell when you've reached a certain age and, like, nothing really matters anymore from your past when you only receive birthday wishes from direct family and people, like, in the Discord. That's it. I went to my Facebook, dude, because, like, I kept getting notifications, and none of them were relative to me. They were all relative to a post my mom made. They were like, this person, and I don't know a fucking name. Like, I couldn't tell you two names off that list probably of those people that were commenting. They're like, oh, happy birthday, Christian. I'm like, who the fuck is you? And why aren't you listening to my podcast?
All caps in the comments.
Practically, I should have, honestly.
Listen,
and
lady.
then I go to my timeline, and there's like 6 people that did, and I'm like, you can tell I just don't use this shit anymore because nobody in here remembers I exist. You know,
Facebook
there's like
is for a handful of things. Facebook is for birthday wishes, arguing, racism,
and right-wing media.
Yeah, like and more arguing, and old people.
Yeah, lots of old people. Yeah, man. I don't know. I was just like, this is a time to be alive. I will say though, I feel like this birthday in particular, I very much had I had a thought in my head where I was like, you know what? This is probably the first birthday in a while where I genuinely am like happy with the people in my life that I've surrounded myself with, you know?
That's good.
Like, I feel like I've genuinely like I got like the unit. You know what I mean? Like, it's like I got my peeps over here for, you know, this shit. Like, I got the haptic guys, which I don't talk to often, but they're there. And then I got you, and then I got the podcast people that like trickled down under you. But then those podcast people are also like the main friend group too. And then I got like, you know, obviously family and whatever. And then my brother, which funny story. So I went the whole day
Right.
No message from my brother yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Not a single one. But his girlfriend remembered to say happy birthday to me.
So he never said it?
He said it today, and it was funny because the best part about it was the whole entire day we're just sending shit back and forth to each other on TikTok and Instagram for like an hour straight during work. And like, I'm just like, he doesn't know that today is the 18th. Turns out he was at the gym at like 3 a.m. to like open it and shit for like new doors they were getting. But I'm like, it's fine. It's not a big deal. I just thought it was funny. And now I have some ammunition that your girlfriend said happy birthday to me and you didn't on my birthday.
It's on now.
I can't believe you've done this. You know, I could use that to my advantage, which I won't, but it's fine. But yeah, I don't know.
You got to get a girlfriend before his birthday comes back around so that
ain't gonna happen.
Come on, we don't know that.
It's August, dude. I ain't got
that is fucking plenty. That's at least
I ain't got the riz for 4 months.
At least time to have a primary person you're talking to, even if you're not in a relationship.
Yeah,
August
it's too much.
April?
No,
it's possible.
Anything's possible, except for that podcast title.
Anything is possible except for that. I don't believe it.
Nah, it's all good. I'm also not like in that mind space too much either.
Oh, I respect that.
I'm like, I'm in the mind space of like, if something happens, it happens, but it's gonna be some random shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't want to set up expectations for too many games in a couple months, but like, you know, it's a convention. There's gonna be people there that are from this area that are into the shit that I'm into,
right?
That I've never met before. Will I say hello to any of them? Probably not, but you never know. So that's where I'm at.
I'll be there.
Yeah, one day, right? I think you're on Saturday, you said?
Probably.
Nice. Yeah. I'm excited for that shit, man. I got fucking 3 helmets to choose from now. I got this one, that one, and then that one up there. So there's that.
You've become that guy.
Yeah, I am the Red Hood, but I've never actually put the costume fully together technically yet still. So
listen, it's gonna be magic once you do.
I'm gonna be posting so many fucking pictures and be like, weekly pickups. I'm an action figure, bitch.
It's me.
Look at me, the action figure, baby.
Look at my autonomous body.
Yeah.
My articulation.
Look at my fucking articulation. I got them bicep swivels, baby.
You need to walk around like an action figure for the rest of the day, just like stiffly like picking things up.
There's a dude I follow on TikTok. He did a cosplay of Chip Hazard from Small Soldiers. Yeah, and like all of the joints from the toy were there, so that's all he could move. And I was like, damn, dude, like that's some claustrophobia right there for me. I need to be loose, you know, like I'm gonna wear like jacket. That's it. Like it's a jacket and a bulletproof vest. That's it. I can move around. I'm not claustrophobic at all. I'm good.
Just be one of those dollar store action figures that just have the wobbly limbs.
Dude,
that you ever like anywhere you want?
You remember being like at the dollar store with your mom back in the day, and like you would go to the toy section and like you would want so many things from there, but they would always say no to that. That was the thing that confused me. I'm like, this is $1. Like, you're saying yes to me more times at Toys R Us than you are here. But like,
she knew they were shit. She didn't feel like wasting money.
But it's one of those things.
But I get it from a parent's point of view. It's like, oh, this is an easy way to shut you up for $1.
Well, it's not even like a shut you up thing. It's like one of those things where it's like, it's $1, so you're teaching your kid to take care of their shit off the rip.
Right.
In my mind. Like if I'm in parent mode real quick, like I'm doing the parent thing. I'm like, okay, we're getting you this toy. Cool, let's go. And we go home. 30 minutes, you're gonna hear a and then wing or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then you gotta teach a lesson there. Be like, well, that's what happens. You don't take care of it. Yeah. That being said, you could probably take care of it with the utmost care, and it would probably still not break. It'll still break either way, but it's still a lesson. You know, it's still it's an opportunity.
It's a 2-year-old like quality.
Yeah. I had a couple good high thoughts this week that
oh yes, please
man.
enlighten us with Chris's high thoughts. Go.
So Chris's High Thoughts is a segment exclusively made for the Patreon podcast, which we'll get into in a second once we get past this little quick bit. But I had two takes that I've shared exclusively in a different Discord that I play Overwatch in. Both of which are childish in things. So I'm gonna need your opinion on them. Okay, so cool.
All right.
First one, there's two prefacing setups to the main point. So you need to stay with me.
I'm with
and
you.
Okay, ready? So the first one, when you drink a bunch of water, like at one time, and then like you go to walk around, you could feel it like sloshing around in your stomach, right? And that's a specific pitch, right? Like it's always like a different set, like depending on how much water you drink, it's like a cup, like the rings of water. It'll be a different slosh pitch musically. You got a music brain, you got this.
I got you.
Follow up, second part of the thing you got to stick with to get to the main point. Asterisk, if it was safe to do so, if you gave a baby a bunch of liquid and then shook that baby, it would do that same thing, correct? It would make that same noise if it was completely safe to do that.
Sure.
But it would be a different pitch, correct?
Smaller vessel, so I guess so. Yeah.
So, final question. Do you think if you laid a bunch of babies with differing amounts of waters on a table, you could play Carol of the Bells for Christmas time with their water belly squishing around? Asterisk, if it was safe to do so.
No.
Really?
They're babies.
So?
They're not going to just let you do it. They're not going to just lay still.
If it's like
if they cooperated,
judging by the fact that it has to be safe to do so in the first place, which it already isn't. Do not do this at home. It's like WWE, don't do it at home. But if it were safe to do so,
if it were safe is the name of the podcast.
If it were safe, you could probably do like the handbells that they would do at like Christmas time.
I don't
like
think
ding
so.
ding 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 ding. I feel like you could if you got a team of elite players.
You can't make the pitches different enough with all those babies to get the sound.
Well, you would need differing sizes of babies as well, because you would need like a big baby with like a little bit of water in its tummy, because then it would be the deepest tone. And then like as the babies progress in small, looking like the AT&T logo, you would put more water in and stuff.
This doesn't feel safe to talk about.
I think it's fun. Okay, secondary thought.
Okay.
In the other Discord that I'm in, Nintendo Switch cartridges.
The baby shaking Discord I'm in. Go.
Well, this is technically childish, but not really. So the Nintendo Switch cartridges, the physical ones.
Yeah.
Every single one of them has a bittering agent on them, so that if a child tries to ingest it, they will immediately want to spit it out because it's bitter and gross, right? Correct. Now, if it were safe to do so, do you think if you had a really sweet item that you were cooking or baking, like, I don't know, making brownies or cookies or something like that, you could take a Nintendo Switch cartridge, plop it in there, mix it around for a little bit. The bitterness of the stuff on the Switch cartridge would then be getting wet because it's on wet material and mixing with the recipe. And it is safe to eat because it's there for children to eat. Do you think that bitterness agent would be able to cut down the sweetness?
I don't think the bittering agent is strong enough to encompass all of what you're mixing it in. I think if you ate some that was on, like, in the same spoon as the cartridge, you'll taste it then because the cartridge is there. But I don't think I think if it was a bowl and the Switch piece is here, but I went over here in this part of the bowl, I don't think I'm going to taste it.
What if you're just putting the Switch cartridges in to get the bittering agent from it, and then you take them out afterwards? So it's like, this recipe, it could be more than one. This recipe calls for 7 Mario Rabbids, and you toss them in there. You mix it on up. Since it's that wet liquid, it gets that goopy whatever. I don't know what the liquid would be. Liquid activates the bittering agent in theory, right? So like it's being activated. while it's in this batter mixing around. If that shit's too sweet, you just take out those cartridges, you know, give them a nice little blow, because that's immediately going to fix them. Mm-hmm. You just on the cartridge and then toss it right in your Switch.
I was looking for it. I thought I had a Switch cartridge down here. I've never tried to taste it.
You should. It's bad.
I would do it for the show, but I don't think I have a cartridge down here.
Damn.
I think, wait,
look what you did.
I might, but it's over there.
You know what you do? You have one down there. It's the game we got from Devolver.
Oh,
we
yeah.
both got it. That should be down there in that box over there.
Hold on, be right back.
Jesus Christ. I'll catch up on chat while this happens. What is up, everybody? Thank you for being here for the live recording of 124. CLD is here. Good evening. So much love and justing that never hurt anyone. Your birthday isn't on your profile. People won't remember. It is on my profile on Facebook. I just don't use Facebook anymore. Like, I used to, like, exclusively use Facebook. Like, I was, like, a ass end of MySpace kid into Facebook, if that makes sense. What thing is this? From Uniga. I think you were joining in when I talked about, what's it called? RGB LAN, the one that's coming up in Too Many Games, that convention series that are together. With tomorrow being 420. I can't wait to see what high thoughts Chris comes up with. He's probably gonna wake up and smoke. I can't do that. I work from home.
Then you can do that.
Well, no, like I can't do that and also get my job done. Like, here's the thing. I get my job done extremely quickly, so maybe I, you know, do a little bit of at lunch to like relax out a bit for the rest of the day, because like I can get my numbers done and then coast. But
yeah,
I don't think that's a necessary thing.
All right, I found 3 that actually have the cartridge in them. I think the rest of them are in my Switch case. But
okay. This is another theory we had. What if they're different flavors?
The cartridges?
Yeah.
Like different kinds of bitter?
Yes, or different flavors in general. Because if I was the worker at Nintendo doing this, every like X amount of games that went by from the machine, I would have the machine be like, well, this one's cherry flavored as well.
So are we assuming that Nintendo has a multi-flavored cartridge flavoring apparatus?
I guess. In my mind, it's kind of just like a, you know, probably like a spray paint that they just like on it real quick before. So like in my mind, you could just have like a separate little on the side that's a different flavor, and you do it every 100.
You're setting. With that being said, Nintendo is setting people up to disobey.
Yeah.
Because it's like here's the flavoring thing. Now we have blueberry and vanilla and bitter bullshit, cherry and chocolate.
Yeah.
You always press the bitter one. Don't press any of the rest of these.
But then every once in a while, you just hit that one. And then someone goes to do it as like a meme. They're like, wait, why does it taste like tequila? That's crazy.
Production stops as soon as they hit like the vanilla one. Like,
yeah.
Who hit vanilla? Why
just
even
steal it and run out.
Vanilla if we can't press it?
We used to be a Nabisco factory.
All right. I found 3 that actually have the cartridge in them. The rest, I think, like I said, are put away. Do I taste Mega Man, Demon Throttle, or Crash? I'm sure they all taste the same, but which one do I pull the trigger on?
I mean, I feel like you gotta taste Mega Man, you know what I'm saying?
Looking all on Mega Man, got it.
Who would have thought this is where we were at in this podcast?
Right, I know. That tastes like garbage.
Oh man, that's great. I can't wait to cook that.
And it like sticks around.
Yeah, it does. It's for kids to make sure they never do it again. You ain't never gonna do that again, are you?
Oh, I'm a child. You think they all taste like the same?
That's what I'm saying. Do you think they all taste? But like at the same time, like then you gotta do it again, and that's not fun. Oh no, you're going for the demon?
No, this is Crash.
Oh god, you gotta.
That's like. I'm not all right. Game over. I could go for the trifecta, but I think I've proven the point.
I mean, like, come on, you already did 2 out of 3. I'm kidding. Don't do it.
Only
Jesus
because Demon's
Christ.
Model is exclusively a physical game. I don't know why that's the reason, but
Cherry.
that would have been amazing, but it's not. So,
Oh, I love it.
mm,
Is it time to start the show?
yeah,
Get you some water while the intro's playing.
they got that. They taste like, I don't know why I want to say batteries, but worse.
Like what you would imagine batteries.
What you would
taste like.
imagine a battery to taste like, yes.
Interesting. Well, Ant's gonna sit with this taste for a while while we play the intro animation.
Play the intro.
I really didn't expect you to go for the trifecta. It was a joke, I swear.
With the pod.
We are back. 3, 2, 1, and go.
Man. Level up. Gamers. Welcome back to another episode of Say Before Quitting. I'm Ant, and this is my co-host with the most
High thoughts.
High Thoughts, Chris. High Thoughts McGee. That's your last name for now. Also birthday boy Chris.
Hi, I'm old. I feel old.
You don't. No, you don't. You don't.
No, I do. I do.
You feel
I
seen.
feel. I mean, yeah. I've started seasoning my food a little bit more, so yeah.
With that ibuprofen.
Ooh, Zoloft on that chicken.
White people. Anyway, as always, save the letter B number 4. The letter B number 4 quitting on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube.
Titty.
The titty, of course. Feel on our titty. Me and you, I mean, for the show. Feel on the show's titty.
Okay.
All right. Save Before Quitting, all of it spelled out.com for your merch. Get your merch.
Yeah, new merch coming soon.
I'm gonna get some more for summer.
I do need to do that. I might get a tank top.
There you go.
I never worn one before with confidence, and I'm getting to that point where I could maybe do that.
You can pull it off.
Not yet, but soon.
I think you can still pull it off. From what you looked like when I saw you last, you can pull it off. There you go. I was waiting for one more time. There you go.
We'll see.
Also, Save Before Quitting, all is spelled out at gmail.com. If you'd like to send us any emails or concerns or ideas or
high thoughts
or riddles or mysteries or conspiracy theories or cash or chain letters like old school internet. What else we do? Follow us on our Discord. Please join our Discord. Link is below this when this is released. Officially released, the link will be below this video. Follow our Patreon. If you like this show,
Patreon,
then you'll like our Patreon because it's
a lot of the beginning part, but more.
Yeah, it's more of the beginning of this show.
Yeah.
Except for the cartridge. I'm not licking cartridges again. I'm not.
One day when we do like a charity stream or some shit, we're gonna have to be like,
if
we raise this amount of money.
Cartridges in your mouth.
No, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. That's a bit much.
What else do we do, Chris?
That's it as far as socials go. But the main thing is we ask each other a certain question.
We do. Chris, What did you play this week?
I played a shit ton of games.
Oh, God damn.
Let's get it out the way. Overwatch. I suck. I keep D-ranking. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing wrong, but I'm getting my ass kicked in some of these games. In recent games, the best part is we've been having, I don't know what it is, but it feels like anyone who plays the character of Reinhardt that is not like one of your friends in your like Discord party, but just like randoms.
Right.
They're fucking idiots. Like, the worst.
Mm-hmm.
To the point where, like, I was so frustrated last night specifically playing. It was me and one other person with a bunch of our friends just, like, hanging out in a Discord call. And we're both playing support, and the rest of the team's random. And this tank just kept pushing in by himself every single time. And like Ryan has an ability where he like charges through and can like pin people to walls. So he kept trying to do that, but he would do it and then he would pin like the tank and it wouldn't kill the tank because you know you can't just kill an entire tank with one pin. And then all 5 members of the enemy team are just around him and just practically beat the shit out of him like he's a printer, like in Office Space.
Right.
And me and Anna are like trying to heal him and keep him up. But obviously can't because he's an idiot. And the worst part is we're like playing this and we have it streaming in the Discord and we have people watching us play. And they're like, yeah, this Ryan's an idiot. So then the Ryan starts typing and saying, you guys need to keep me up, healers. You need to heal
what y'all
more.
were trying to do?
Yeah. And then specifically says, well, we need this healer specifically, Mercy, to keep me up. Hint, hint, healers. Maybe you should switch. So that's when I get triggered. I'm like, oh, don't give me the hint, hint in chat, buddy boy. That's not how this is going. So needless to say, ended the game after losing, and this dude is still blaming the support. Meanwhile, our stats are better than the other team's stats. I have more damage and kills than our teammates that are supposed to be doing the damage and kills.
Right.
And that tank did jack shit in his like statistics. And he was blaming us.
Yeah,
so
he had to get that off of him. He probably thought he was doing something, or he felt he knew he wasn't and tried to blame you.
All that being said, here's the thing. Ryan is a fine character. I've done stupid stuff. In fact, last night I did multiple times where you can do this thing where you can pin someone, and when you pin them against the wall, it's damage, but there's certain areas of the map where you can kind of like push them off it and they just fall to their death. I did it like 5 or 6 times in a row, and I was getting cocky. And I'm like, yeah, I'm feeling myself. Like, look at me, I'm fucking charging people off the map. And I go to do it again. And I just fucking, I'm aiming for this tank. They're coming this way, and here I come zooming. And I'm still zooming. I'm like, oh, fuck, I missed. And I didn't stop the charge. Yeah. So I just go off the edge of the map and fall to my death. It would have been fine normally, because, you know, you could just die and, like, nobody on your team's going to say anything. But we're in a Discord call, and one of my people that I play with that is not my friend on Overwatch, that's a name directly for them, says, Ryan, what are you doing? I'm like, no, they saw it. They saw,
yeah, you fucked up.
So, needless to say, that sucked. I goofed, and you can be stupid when you play Ryan, but don't be as stupid as the person who was Ryan on our team that, you know, was an idiot. Anyway.
As stupid as the stupid people.
Next up, Fortnite. I played the new Attack on Titan stuff. Played with that for a little bit. Really overpowered, to the point of being broken.
I haven't been hearing too much about it. I don't really see people talking about it.
Fortnite's kind of like in this like quiet period, I think, right now, where nothing that's happening in the game is really groundbreaking. Like, it's practically the Spider-Man web shooters that were out a while ago, except for while you're swinging, you can hold L2 to aim and like pause in the air and then latch on and slash with the swords, because, you know, Attack on Titan.
Right.
But you can do that upwards of like 4 to 5 times in a row. So you'll like attach to someone, swing down at them, and then launch back into the sky. You can hold L2 again, freeze in the sky, and the person down below cannot like track you doing this because you're moving so fast. So I've been in games multiple times where I'll literally just drop in, I'll have fine loot, and I'll get hit one time with that, and I'll just be like, okay, well that's it. And I'll try to look around and find them, but I can't because they're moving so fucking fast, and there's like
no fun.
Ching, ching, dead.
I mean, I guess it's fun for whoever's killing everybody, but that's it.
Yeah, for sure, and it's fine. I'm not mad at it. It's not going to be in the game forever, obviously, since it's Attack on Titan, specifically. But I was like, this fucking sucks. Other than that, it's been an okay season. I haven't played as much. I'm still like halfway through the battle pass, so I should play that, but I haven't. Other than that, I've been playing Final Fantasy VII Remake.
How you liking it so far from where you are?
So I was playing it on stream.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you caught any of it or not, but I was very confused the whole time about the plot. Because this was coming off of us watching the trailer for 16, I think it was last week. Yeah. And like, I was really into that. I was like, this looks cool. I understand where the story is. I understand why it makes sense. Like, it's swords and magic. That's it. And I didn't get the whole like guns thing. And I still don't to this day. But like, my basic understanding of this game is just Cloud is a merc who gets tired by terrorists who want to make the planet better by blowing up some sort of nuclear plant. But then that nuclear plant explosion ends up killing a lot of innocent people, and you're supposed to be fine with that. And then I don't know if you're supposed to like Barrett either, because he's kind of just an asshole.
He is, but you're supposed to like him.
I don't know if I like him though, because like he's just okay with killing people, and that's not like, in my mind I'm just like, you're bombing places. You're like, yeah, but I'm a good dad. Like
that's his whole thing.
But like, you're killing innocents. But you're killing innocent people. Like, it doesn't. And then like, I don't know, there's another part where you fight some guards. I can't remember where it was at in the game, but you fight guards and you fucking murder these motherfuckers. I don't care what you say, but you murder these motherfuckers. You got a big sword.
Yeah.
And then I think you're with Tifa, or what's her name, with the weirdly sculpted metal breastplate. What's her name?
What's her name?
The one who was like really horny for you for no reason.
Yeah, and I don't know why her name's escaping me. Someone.
Yeah,
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah, her. It was one of those two, and they're like, "Quick, let's get out of here while they're knocked out." I'm like, I just murdered those men.
Nah,
what do you mean,
dog? You're good.
They're dead. They're dead. Fine, I fucking sliced them. Yuffie? Is it Yuffie?
It's not Yuffie. It's because she was
the main crew.
Yeah, she was in the beginning.
It's Barrett, the guy with the gun, the chunky guy with the gun.
Yeah, because you meet this little squad, the chunky dude. Yeah, it's.
I don't know what their names are either. To be fair, I do like the guy with the gun and the bandana. He's cool. He looks like John Stamos from Full House.
He looks like whatchamacallit. He looks like 2.5 Men.
Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen. He looks like Charlie Sheen
from like Major League, probably. Wild Thing. You ever seen that movie? Yeah.
Yes.
Good movie. But yeah, I was in my mind. Here's the thing. I'm liking it. It's okay. The combat's still annoying to me with the camera. I don't like that at all. Like, I'll lock onto someone and then it'll just be really shitty in a closed space. So like my camera angle is just the wall, and I just got to keep spamming square until
the girl's name is Jessie. Jessie.
Just like Jessie from Full House.
That would have bothered me.
But yeah, man, I don't know. I'm not like in love with the story yet, because like it seems too goofy for me, and not in like a bad way. It's just like it seems so serious. But then the dialogue is too goofy to be taken seriously.
That's like Final Fantasy.
Yeah,
that's, you know what? Not even that. That's Square.
Yeah, and that's fine. it's fine, but it's one of those things where I'm like, it takes me out of it a little bit. Like I can watch an anime and be into the anime and still be into it, even with some of the corny dialogue. So a lot of anime is written extremely corny and, you know, follows a procedure and whatnot. But like this game is just so cringeworthy, like with everything that fucking is said. And I'm like, can we just not do the cringe? And then why is everyone so horny? Why is everyone horny in this game?
Anime.
But like, not everyone's horny in every anime. That's the thing. Like, every single woman that has been on screen so far practically has said, I want to fuck you, Cloud. Even some of the NPCs, when you're like walking past like becoming a merc in the underground, are like, ooh, he's kind of hot, like shit like that. I'm like,
yeah, because that's the way they made him. Like, even all the way, like when this came out, that's another thing. You're playing it how I played Kingdom Hearts way too late. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if you played this in '98 when it came out and there was no VO, it's all text.
Yeah.
It doesn't come off that way, and even if it does come off that way, it comes off more charming than anything. Back then on PS1, playing it now while they add all this, they extra anime it up.
Yeah.
It's like you respect it because you know the pedigree, you know where it came from, you know what it's supposed to be. But that's where we are now. So they're just adding now shit on top of something that's a classic.
Okay.
I'm not saying that should immediately give it a pass, especially if you're playing it out of time.
Yeah.
But it was back when they kept trying to make every major video game character look kind of like Leonardo DiCaprio when he was huge. Because then if you look at Ocarina of Time, they gave Link his hairstyle. They gave Leon from Resident Evil 2 his hairstyle. They made Cloud give like the facial structure. They made every like good looking guy try to look like him because he was like the guy at the time. That look was in at the time. So that's why women react to Cloud the way they react to Cloud. Plus he's all brooding and, you know, he's the ultimate like, I want to fix him.
Gotcha.
Guy.
So secondary question to this game. Obviously this is going to be answered in the future, but like Sephiroth. Right. Cool, right? We all get that he's cool, right? Sephiroth. The way they introduce him in this game, I've been explained multiple times that Final Fantasy is a game series where you can play whatever the fuck you want out of whatever order because none of them matter towards each other except for like one or two that are maybe mixed. I guess. I don't know. I don't get how they introduced him because they kind of just introduced him as like some nightmare thing, like nightmare fueling Cloud's head, and like then they introduced ghosts for some reason. And like I got a flower from some chick. I was like, yeah, I'll take a flower. And then she never showed the fuck back up. And I'm like, where are the ghosts? I don't know.
See, you gotta keep playing.
I'm going to keep playing. Don't get me wrong. Things aren't making sense in the sense of like, I need you to give me information of why I should give a fuck.
That flower girl is really important.
I figured as much because like they wouldn't have lasted that much time on it and whatnot. But in my mind, like, Sephiroth's supposed to be a big character. Cool. Show me why he's a big character, or like give me some sort of threat of why. Show me like that he's going to be an antagonist some way, you know, at least in the beginning.
Also, they changed a lot. That's another thing. The story isn't one for one from the original PS1 game. Is it better,
do you think, in the original game comparatively? Because you've played. I have no reference whatsoever.
It's not changed like 100%. Like they tweaked things.
It's like Last of Us the game to Last of Us the show. Kind of.
Yeah. I can't really say a whole lot without giving shit up, so you're gonna have to play it more. There's a huge plot point that it just doesn't happen in this game that happens in the original.
Do I need to know it, or would it spoil something?
You don't need to know it right now.
Okay. I'll wait then. I'm not like impatient about it. I'm just at the point where I'm like, I don't care yet.
You would
Like,
have
I'm
had
going-
more. You would have known a little bit more about Sephiroth at this point in the original.
Mhm.
But seeing as how they broke this game up, obviously it's gonna have sequels.
Mhm.
They're like giving you a little bit of time, or the pacing
Okay.
is completely different.
All right. I'm not mad at the pacing, by the way. It's just one of those things where I'm like, I need something more.
But
To grab onto.
that's why you don't have more, because
Yeah.
unlike the original
took it
where they had
away.
to fit it all in one game, they're stretching the story out into sequels.
I also just don't like Cloud. I don't think he's cool. I think he's just kind of annoying so far. I'm like, I hate me in this game. Like, what the fuck? I don't know. He's.
I can see why. I think I'm just used to who he is now.
I just feel like none of these characters are likable right now for me. Like, they're all fucking terrorists. Like, I can't get past that part. Like, you bombed a nuclear plant that then murdered a bunch of innocent people in the area. And now you want me to go and fucking find cats
Yep.
in this lower town as if everything's fine and we just didn't commit a war crime? Like, what? And then also, how stupid is Shinra that they didn't fucking see the guy with the giant buster sword was a part of the accomplices, and then they're all down in this down area. They have helmets with comms. Shinra should be like, look out for a guy with a 7-foot-long sword.
Can't miss
Oh,
him.
there's only one of them?
Stark blonde hair.
Like, it's so it's infuriating for some things. So I'm just like, you're trying to make this Shinra company seem like this big entity that's like fucking the world. But like, if they were that, then they would have ways to figure out who did what the thing. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a little like, I'm not able to suspend my disbelief yet with it. And that is annoying, but I'm still liking the game, which is a weird dichotomy to say the least.
I understand.
But yeah, that's where I'm at. I think that's all I played right there. Sorry, I had to tangent with that
good.
because I'm like frustrated and not frustrated with this game, and it's a weird place to be.
That's understandable though.
Yeah.
I could see that. But if I came to this game with zero context in like current day,
Mhm.
I'd be like, this game is fun, but what the hell is going on?
That's it. Nail head. Boom.
Right on it, dog.
That's it.
I ain't played much. I played since I never beat Hollow Knight, I just been kind of like going back to it here and there.
Mm-hmm.
Especially since the sequel's supposed to come out at some point. And I really like Hollow Knight, so I've been playing that.
Oh yeah.
Did I play anything? I haven't played anything else, but Trenton has gotten into Gmod.
Really?
He been bugging me for months. Like, can I play Gmod? I was like, I don't have. My excuse has been I don't have Gmod. He was like, but can we get it? I was like, no. But he bugged me enough one day, or I was just like, I'm looking at this shit, and it was $10 on Steam. So I was like, I didn't even tell him. I just bought it, and I fucked up though because I came down here to show him. I was getting rid of a bunch of like the old videos we shot on here, like just freeing up space, and I had it downloaded, but the Steam page was still up. So I was gonna be like, after I finished, I was gonna like show him, and then like I happened to minimize the screen and bring it back up so I could find something. He was like, was that? I was like, but I still try to like keep a stone face.
Damn.
But it's too late. So he's been playing that in his spare time, and he's really, really, really enjoying it. And it's such a thing of its time because I'm like, oh, this is such an old PC game. It reeks.
Oh
of
yeah.
game.
I will say you might want to be careful with that because you can download a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And it's very much like Roblox with like the lobbies and stuff you can go into with different stuff, but it is much more adult than Roblox is. So
that's the only issue because I was like, all right, man, like it's not, because first of all, it's on my computer. So I'm like, I already don't want you just fucking around on my computer. Because he's all like, can I just get up and play? Like I'm like, yo, you are not going. This is not gonna be an everyday thing. This is not like an Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just fuck around on my computer and shit. So I let him get on there and fuck around. Of course, he downloaded a bunch of like Sonic skins and Mario skins, and he's running around Peach's castle with a Uzi, like just shooting shit up. How would CLD ask in the chat, what is Gmod? How would you explain what Gmod is?
So Gmod is a sandbox game made by Valve, off the Half-Life engine, in which you pretty much just drop in with the Half-Life engine and you can download any assets and guns and weapons, maps, skins, characters, NPCs, and then you could just kind of do sandbox stuff with it. There's also specific games that you can do, like Trouble in Terrorist Town is a game that's like inside there, if you ever heard of that. It's pretty much like Secret Hitler, if you've ever played that board game at like parties and stuff, but you're in game and one person's the spy and you have to kill all the other players, and in voice chat pretty much like, I saw this, it's Among Us but better. It was the original Among Us where you actually had to shoot and kill people with accuracy. Prop hunt, that's another thing that's popular there. RP was like very, like, if you know what GTA RP is, where like you hop on the GTA server and roleplay. Role-playing kind of started in Gmod. I think that's correct, but it's a very big sandbox game. That's basic gist.
Well, he's playing in that sandbox, dog, because if I set it up for him Saturday at like 1, he got off my computer at 9:30. Just down here, go, and then I had to like try to set up like a controller for it, and it's so archaic because I set up the Xbox controller, but I mapped all the buttons, but it can't go up and down. It can only go left and right. I can't look up and down for some reason.
Interesting.
So like, all right, I'm gonna have to find a different controller for you to use, because I kept trying to find ways around it, and it just would not register those inputs. So he was just happy to be playing. So he's playing on an Xbox controller, but then using the mouse to look up and down and shit.
That's pretty interesting.
Obviously, he's just in like an open area. He's just dropping things in there and fucking around with the environment. He hasn't like played online or with people or anything.
Yeah, for sure. That's probably the best bet, but that's gonna take up a lot of space on your PC though if he's downloading a bunch of shit, especially over an 8-hour period of time. So
I thought that. Of course, I came down later. There was just so many stages and characters, and I was like, all right.
There's only so much your PC can do as well. Like, if he overloads a server with too much stuff, it might fuck your PC. Just for context, because
you're fucking him up. Because I'm about to be like, well, nope, take it all.
I don't
away.
want to be like that guy. It's just in moderation with Gmod, because like I've definitely accidentally destroyed a laptop by doing too much in a Gmod server. Just because there's so much shit that's being loaded on the PC, especially if you're hosting it and he's not going online to like the pre-made levels and shit, which probably for the best in the first place. Like, it's gonna stack up really, really fast. Unless they've optimized it since I've played. I digress, but that's from my experience at least.
He's Gmod his ass off. Well, he played like over the weekend. He hasn't played since, but I'm sure, because even today he's like, hey, after I eat and I finish washing up, can I go play Gmod? I was like, no, I have to record. He's like, after that? I was like, after that, I'm sure it'll be bedtime. Like,
yeah, for sure it will be.
Can I play tomorrow? I was like, I'm not. I can't talk to you about tomorrow. I don't know what happened. It's gonna happen tomorrow. But he's trying to make his way back down here.
Yeah. Damn.
That's where I'm at gaming wise.
Hell yeah. Have you watched anything new? Because I have watched 2 new things today that I want to discuss for a quick second without spoilers.
Did I don't think I watched anything worth talking about. Same shit, like Dave, everything.
It's a new episode tonight too, right?
Yes.
It's Wednesday. That's what they post on this. Wednesday.
Oh shit, that's what they put. I didn't even see that.
Yeah. Little Dicky's been posting it like all day today. Fucking. So I watched 2 things today. Mandalorian season finale.
Okay.
And the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie. The new one, not the old one.
Yeah,
With the ooze.
I saw like a review for it. People were like, from what the review I saw, I didn't see any of it.
Mm-hmm.
They said the cheesiness just doesn't hold up or some shit.
Man,
It's hard to. They was like, it's not as good as you used to think the Power Rangers used to be.
it's not even that, because like here's the thing, I can watch old Power Ranger stuff and still like feel the nostalgia and shit. This movie tries to capture that nostalgia, and in my opinion, fails on every level.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying.
Like, I was talking to CLD about it when I was watching it, and like there's the multiple little things that aren't even spoilers to the movie that were irritating me. Like, one of the main ones, and this has always pissed me off. It's, I don't know why. Maybe it's because I just have action figure brain. But like, back in the day, when they would morph, and the suit actors would come on, it was all Japanese footage, because that's what it was.
Yeah.
America got the footage from Japan, and then put in their American shit. None of the stuff that you see that's them in costumes is filmed in America. Cool. The thing that annoyed me back then was you got fucking all of these, like, you know, American-sized people, and they morph, and then they're all Japanese men.
Yep.
And their build, and like their build completely changes. Especially the Yellow Ranger, because in the back of the day, the Japanese series, the Yellow Ranger was a man. That's why the Yellow Ranger doesn't have a skirt.
Right.
Because it was a fucking dude. And then they gave it to a chick in America because yellow's a girl color, which is whatever, you know, you want to get girls into the show. But they kept the suit actor with the pee-pee.
I never even noticed that as a kid.
Well, that's because you're a kid. You go back and watch it now, you immediately see it. The thing that pisses me off about this one is that all of the stuff was filmed by the American company. None of the suit stuff was from Japan.
Uh-oh.
So you had every opportunity to match your stunt doubles and your suit actors to the body types of the people that are in it. Like, these are old motherfuckers. Like, Rocky is like...
He's stocky, too.
Yeah, he's like stocky, and like, here's the thing. That's fine. But then when he morphs, he becomes like a skinny, like, kid playing basketball in his seniors at high school. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Like, I understand that in Turbo, a fucking child becomes a full-grown man.
It's a fucking Mario mushroom.
Yeah.
It's bigger.
That I can get behind. But
as
like,
a kid, I used to be like, that was the moment I was just like, wait a minute.
That is a wait a minute moment, but at least like they explain it where it's like, it gives you the, like, you know, like it enhances him, but like, you can't de-hance someone physically and they become stronger.
The D-make.
Yeah, like that's not how that works, and it really fucking irritated me every single time it happened. And then also the dude who plays Billy, who's one of like the main people that got this to get done, him and Walter Jones.
Yeah.
Fucking every single time he says something in this movie, he has the same facial expression. Like, his name shouldn't be Billy Cranston anymore. It should be Billy Botox. Because his face is just static. And it's just the same shit. And then, like, you got Walter Jones over here acting his fucking ass off. Mm-hmm. And all of the lines are so fucking corny.
Yep.
I don't know, man.
I'm gonna watch it. I want to watch it just to experience it.
You need to watch that. I didn't want to because I was like, it's not for me. But I had to watch it fully through. It's fine. It's cool. It's over with. Do I think it needed to be made? Not in the least bit.
Yeah.
Especially not with like everybody on board, because not everybody was on board, obviously, because the Pink Ranger, the original one, Kimberly, isn't in it. Mm-hmm. I mean, she's in it, but she's not in it.
Right.
Jason isn't in it because Jason David Frank didn't want to be a part of it, and then also passed away. But that was after the filming had wrapped. But like, I don't know.
He didn't want to be a part of it.
I do not know.
I don't know if they came out and said anything.
Kimberly said something about it recently, whatever her name is. I think it's Amy Jo Johnson or something like that. I think that's what it is. Mm-hmm. And then Jason didn't want to do it at all because he's off doing his own shit with the Green White Ranger stuff. There's like a movie coming out that's the Green White Ranger. done by Batten the Son, who did like the superhero beatdowns back in the day. He worked with them and made like a whole entire movie with them that's coming soon still. Which actually looks like what adults would want from this. Like, this feels like what Walter Jones and I can't remember what fucking Billy's name is in real life.
You said his name, something Cranston or something?
No, Billy Cranston is his character's name.
Oh, I'm an idiot. Go on.
Yeah, I don't remember what it is. It's Walter Jones is the name of the Black Ranger, who is Zach. I can't remember the name of the whatever. But those two wanted to make this for the fans of Power Rangers and wanted to like revitalize it and like bring something to like the fans of the OGs. This feels like they made a movie for the kids of today to go watch the OG Power Rangers and not for the people who watch the OG Power Rangers.
Got it.
It's very kiddie and bad CGI and goddamn. They also used the toys as well, which was kind of funny. That like Hasbro's making of like the legacy stuff, like the Morpher and shit. The Morpher in the movie is the toy that you can get on shelves. So that's a thing.
Hey, man.
Yeah, man.
Stock.
Other than that, Mando was great. People have been hating on this season and saying it sucks and that they're just doing whatever. It's fun. It's really fun and good. And it ended really well. And it was good. So
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah. Fuck the people who said it's bad. They're dumb.
Man, they can't get it right every time, right?
They can't.
The people who are saying that it's bad. I mean,
yeah, those people, fuck you. Anyway, now it's time for the and now it's time for the news.
News time. It's the news.
I didn't mute you at all there, and I'm really happy I didn't.
I thought I was muted.
Nope. That's why I was laughing.
Well,
I don't know if it linked up with the music at all, but it's a short news week this week. We're gonna have a nice little episode. I think the last one we talked about was the Street Fighter thing. But later at that night that we recorded, it was fully announced by the legend himself, Matthew Mercer, leader of Critical Role as the GM, also Cassidy in Overwatch and many other characters that you love, is the voice of Ganondorf in the upcoming Tears of the Kingdom.
It's a hell of a get.
Hell of a get for both sides, in my opinion.
For sure.
Because Matt Mercer is phenomenal. He's at the top of his game right now, in my opinion. And this Breath of the Wild is going to be like the top of their game until we get a Switch Pro. So that together, I think I'm getting the game.
Man, that's all it took.
Yeah. Listen, Critical Role, baby. Love it.
I see it. Represent.
I love Matt Mercer. I love him as a voice actor. All of his other stuff that he does in like anime and shit. That being said, what are your thoughts on Ganon's design? I posted a lower picture of that as well.
Yeah, I saw. Samurai look, I guess.
Huge fucking shredded.
Yeah, I don't know. Are they trying to give like now women are like, I want to play Zelda.
Yeah.
Where's that Ganon at?
So I have a dumb question because I didn't beat Breath of the Wild. Isn't Ganon in Breath of the Wild?
Yes.
But he's like a dog.
He's not a dog.
I thought it was like the boss you fight at the end. It's like a giant dog creature monster thingy.
Well, Ganon historically was like a monster pig.
That's what it was. Four-legged, whatever.
Yeah. But
so like, why is he human now?
That's his human form.
Does he just like do that like in fucking What We Do in the Shadows, like bat, but like a pig?
Ganondorf is what that form is.
So when you add the dwarf, he becomes a smoking hot human with tiny feet.
I mean, if that's how you want to word that, but that's.
Do you notice how small his feet are too? He has small feet.
I didn't notice his small feet. No, I'm sorry.
Look at how
small.
They're
like
small
little, because he's a pig. He's little hoofs.
They're not hooves though. They're like real human feet.
I know
tiny.
they are. I'm just saying they're the size of hoofs.
Dorf got a tiny dink.
Why are you looking down there?
No, I'm saying the feet. Like I'm measuring the feet to, you know, like, you know.
Okay, I can see what you're doing. Listen,
yeah.
I think, like, well, not I think. This is his human form. He always has like a human form or a human-ish form, and then Ganon is one of those. This isn't even my full power. Like transforms into his big form.
Okay. So, secondary question.
Uh-huh.
Why didn't we get this form in the first game and then he becomes pig in the sequel? Because the pig seems to be, in my mind at least, like Vegeta goes to great ape form, you know, and that's stronger because that makes sense. Is this stronger? Should we be more threatened by this Ganon, or should we be less threatened by this Ganon?
Well, if he's back, it's hard to say. It's only hard to say because Ganon's always back. He's the villain.
Ganon's back, all right.
He's like the titular, like,
he's definitely titular.
Well done. Hero story where like the villain just always comes. I'll get you next time, Link. He's just that.
Yeah. Okay, I just didn't know if like it made sense. If that makes sense. Because like
I don't
or
know,
if it's just the trope.
Well, we don't know. This is a direct sequel, so we don't know the story yet. I'm sure it'll be explained in the game.
Okay.
But it's like Eggman coming back. Like, of course he's back.
So like, do you kill Ganon at the end of the first game? Like, do you kill him, or is it like a situation in Final Fantasy where it's like, you know, come on, Cloud, we've knocked them out with your big sword. Let's go before they wake up situation. And then he becomes a human.
What's up, Yuki in the chat?
Yo, thank you for the sub. 12 months.
All day. What was the question? I immediately took myself off.
At the end of Breath of the Wild, the first one.
Yes.
Does he die? Like, do you kill him?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you defeat him. You always think he's gone, but you're like...
Is there something in that game that makes it think that there's going to be a sequel?
At the end,
like at the end of Breath of the Wild.
Yes, yeah.
Is it Ganon related, or is it just like?
No. Well, no, not flat out Ganon related. It's more Zelda related.
Okay.
If you there's these things you can collect throughout the first Breath of the Wild called memories, and it like flashback to before Link was.
Yeah, like the pictures, right?
Yeah, and yeah, you get all of those. If you collect all of them and beat it, you get like the extra ending that kind of alludes to
the true ending.
Yeah, and it pretty much sets you up like there's going to be another.
Okay, so follow-up question. What's Ganon's deal? Like, what's his like motivation besides I gotta take out Link? Like, does he want to like rule Hyrule?
He wants to rule, period.
Is this a copy paste of a movie that we recently saw in theaters, and he's gonna start singing Zelda, 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 Zelda?
Oh God, no! I hope not. I hope Zelda takes itself.
Is that the situation?
Mario.
Does Ganon want Zelda? Is that like the thing?
Zelda has always been like, she has powers. You know what I'm saying? They all hold pieces of the Triforce. I forgot who has what. I think Link has courage. Zelda has, I forgot what that one is.
Brain,
power,
heart.
No, not. It's not Captain Planet. I promise.
No. I was talking about Wizard of Oz, but okay.
Oh. Wind, water, heart. Remember Captain Planet? Were you there for Captain Planet? You might not have been. That was old ass.
I know what Captain Planet is. Yes.
I'm not
How are you asking me if I was there for Captain Planet, but I just referenced Wizard of Oz?
I know you know what Captain Planet is. Were you like watching episodes of Captain Planet as a kid?
Reruns.
Okay. That was
like how I saw Wizard of Oz. Because I wasn't born during that time either.
I understand that Wizard of Oz is older than Captain Planet.
That's the point.
I was only asking if you watched it because of how old the show was. You could know about Wizard of Oz and have never seen it.
You know about Captain Planet and never have seen it.
Like, that's my point. That's why I asked the question.
You're not wrong.
Where are we missing each other at?
We're in a circle now, like the circle in this background of Ganon.
Okay, yeah, but Ganon is going Ganon. And then up to this point, I don't think there was never.
So he doesn't have like a motivation then. He's just like, I'm bad because I'm bad.
He wants to get the other pieces of the Triforce so he can rule everything. If you
everything,
have one,
not just Hyrule, right? Everything.
Rule, yeah. If he has a piece of the Triforce, and then it's like collecting the fucking Dragon Balls.
Okay.
But if Link has one, Zelda has one, he has one. But if you could get control of all of them, ultimate power, that trope.
Oh.
At the end of the
I will be a god.
Exactly. If at the end of the very first Zelda, not just the very first Zelda, but this one that comes to my mind. Like if you save Zelda at the end, Link and Zelda are holding up the Triforce.
Okay. So follow-up question even more. I'm asking this because like I don't understand Zelda's story. Similar to Final Fantasy. Right? So like in theory, that means that Link has gotten the whole entire Triforce, right? At some point in any of these games? Cool.
Yeah.
What happens once he gets it?
Nothing. He never uses it for power or anything.
But he has it though.
Technically.
Is it like when we say it, like you have like is it a physical object? Or is it like
when it has been seen as a physical object, yes. You know what? I'm gonna like do some internets right now.
It's fine. I'm just curious because I'm like in my mind, what happens if Link gets the Triforce in this game, right? Like I'm thinking big picture. If he gets it, defeats Ganon, he has the Triforce. What's the point in having it if you don't use it? It's the whole Spider-Man thing, like with great power comes great responsibility. Like if you have it, you should use it, right? So like,
but
you could be a benevolent ruler as Link as opposed to.
But Link has always been like like he has the Triforce of Courage because he's the hero. You know what I'm saying? He's always been like a soldier or a villager which lends to the whole trope of Link has no voice because he could be you. You know what I mean? He's no.
You could wear the shield.
Yeah, he's a nobody who becomes a hero in almost all of the Zelda games.
Oh man. Okay.
The Triforce, also known as the Golden Power, the Master Force, the power of the Chosen One, or the absolute power and the ultimate power, is a sacred golden relic left behind by the Golden Goddess. And once they finish I'm not gonna read all this because it's gonna get into a bunch of deep Zelda lore.
Yeah, I'm just confused at like where do we go after? You know,
power,
what I mean?
Courage, and wisdom are the pieces of the Triforce.
Okay. I like the design. I think it's cool. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I have so many questions. I have so many I don't understand. Well, I'm asking too many because we've gone on for an hour and 8 minutes.
There's and
we still have more news
things.
I don't know, man. I don't understand the end game. You know what I mean? Like, what's the end game once Ganon is defeated and you have the Triforce? Like, what's the point? Like, what do you got to use it, right? You can't not use it. That's dumb.
Although the Triforce was created by gods, it can never be used as such. Possibly the goddess's way of giving hope to all the mortal beings in Hyrule.
But that's not hope. That's giving false hope. You know what I mean? Like, that means the goddess was like, here is a thing that gives you god powers. But when you get it, can't use it, and you won't become a god. Ganon, but we're going to make you think that you will. That'd actually be fucking dope for a story. If Ganon does get the Triforce and goes to use it all together, and he's like, I am a god, and then it's like nothing. Like Thanos snap, but like stones are gone situation. And she's like, that was just there to give these people hope. It was never and like then they take the fucking Triforce and put it in a desk drawer in the TVA.
That's it.
Yeah, that'd be such a good story. I would love that. And then Ganon's just like, what do I do with myself now? And then bodybuilding competitions.
And now look at him.
Yeah.
Like it's said over time. That's why Link is a different person and Zelda are different. They're all different people every Zelda game because they're supposed to be almost like distant. Like they're in the bloodline of the original hero. And they're different heroes and different. Zelda has so many different timelines, and we could be talking about this for a while.
Interesting.
I'll read this. The goddess. There was gods who created the Triforce. Sorry, the goddesses obtained the Triforce as Hyrule's providence, the true force to govern all and the ultimate source of power. Of all the powerful mystical forces in the realm of Hyrule, none compared to the Triforce. Thus, whoever claims the Triforce gains virtual omnipotence. Hate that word. Who gains virtual omnipotence, their power, wisdom, or courage dwarfed only by the goddesses themselves. The Triforce.
So they're like minor gods, kind of.
Yeah. The Triforce ultimately determines Hyrule's destinies, such that if a person with a righteous heart claims the Triforce, Hyrule will enter into a golden age of peace and prosperity. But if a person with the wicked heart captures the Triforce, the kingdom will inevitably fall into an age of darkness. However, it is prophesied that if one with an evil heart were to claim the Triforce, a hero is destined to stand against him. So, hero being Link, evil heart being Ganon, and if the right person gets it, they'll live in peace. That's Zelda, because Zelda is the queen of.
Interesting. Okay.
Like
I think that
it goes,
answers all my questions for the moment.
Paragraphs on the Triforce, like a whole page that intertwines all the Zelda games, so we could be talking about this for a while. But yeah, that was like the short version.
Okay. I'm somewhat caught up. I'm at least more invested into that than I am Final Fantasy VII so far. But here's the thing: I'm still playing Final Fantasy VII. I'm never playing Breath of the Wild again. Fuck that game.
You made it to the end. You played it.
I accidentally made it to the end.
You didn't. Why'd you keep playing it if you didn't want to play it?
No, I mean, like, I got to the boss fight before I got the shield, and then I fucked up my saves. So
you played it. You played enough of it to get the breath of the wild.
Yeah. All right. Next up, what's up next?
Oh, the Lies of P, that fucking Pinocchio Dark Souls game. It will be available August 2023 for PC, PlayStation, and Xbox.
I will probably play that. I think I'm gonna play that. I gotta get a what's it called still? Wolong Fallen Dynasty.
I think I downloaded that because it was on Game Pass, and then I just never touched it. Of course,
might do that
because I'm me. Next up in the news, Sega to acquire Rovio for $706 million. I don't know what that money symbol is. Pounds. Which is approximately $773.8 million.
Alrighty. And Rovio is the mobile game company behind the game Angry Birds. Thoughts? I mean, why would they do this?
Because this is not popular. I want to say that. It's a lot of money just to be doing something because it's popular. A lot of companies, video game companies, are buying mobile companies to increase their mobile footprint because video games are obviously going towards a cloud-based / mobile-based in that direction. We all know Xbox bought King. What do they make?
Candy Crush
people. PlayStation bought someone too, but I forgot what company it was.
Subway Surfer. I don't know.
But anyway, this isn't like a new thing. They're buying up these mobile companies to help. I guess obviously it's mutually beneficial depending on what they want to do with these companies. We saw Nintendo start making mobile games. I forgot the name of that little company too, who helped them with that.
Mm-hmm.
But when I saw this, I was just like, at first I'm like, well, why?
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, everybody else is buying these mobile companies, so I'm sure.
I mean, this is a good one to pick in
Yeah.
theory. This makes me think though, like, do you think they're gonna? So there's multiple avenues they could go with getting this specific company. They could just use the resources and the developers to make their own properties into mobile platform games and push those out, obviously. We could have, Angry Birds somehow come to console type situations and different releases like that, because that I would assume the property comes with the company itself.
Yeah.
Or do you think we're going to get a Mario Rabbids situation with a property that Sega owns, where we get like something like Sonic Angry Birds?
I was about to say that. As soon as I saw this, I was like, well, that writes itself. I could see like in the next Angry Birds, you have Sonic like in a little spin ball in the little launcher, and you just launch him out at like,
for sure.
Eggman has like a robot and you're hitting the robot. Like I could see it kind of like, you look at the picture and I'm like, well, obviously I see where that's going.
Yeah. I could even see a Sonic game where you like use the birds.
Yeah.
Like you throw them or do something with them to, break down doors or some shit.
Right.
Puzzle solving with bird.
With bird. Need that bird. Solve that puzzle.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of see it. And honestly, why not at this point?
Why not?
Long as your intentions are pure, why not?
Hell yeah. Nexus. Shit, we're getting to that time of night where I'm tired. Fuck.
It's all good. We ain't got much left.
Yeah.
Is this me?
Yeah. It is.
Warner Brothers announces Harry Potter Quidditch game. Everyone who was wondering where Quidditch was, they were making a whole game out of it. GameSpot puts up, time to take to the skies. Quidditch Champions, described as a fast-paced online multiplayer game, will hold its play test on April 21st and April 20th. That's 2 days
away.
The game is coming to PC and console and has reportedly been in development for several years. There is a link for you to sign up if you would like to Google that. I'm sure you'll find it.
Does it look like the picture that's included? Did you look into that at all, or is this just like a picture?
This is all I know. I'm assuming this has something to do with the game. I just haven't looked into it.
Okay. Yeah, I was just confused. I'm like, that looks so cartoony and goofy and not that great. I don't know, man. It's one of those things where I'm like, I want to play this. I love Quidditch. I think it's a cool thing. It's one of the cooler things from the Harry Potter universe, and I used to have Game Boy Advance game of Quidditch, and it was phenomenal. I played the fuck out of it. So I kind of want to play it. I'm also like, I don't know, man. Hogwarts Legacy didn't do it for me, and I kind of just gave up.
Yeah, like just sign up and fuck around.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that. We'll see what happens.
You'll be right on time for Figure Friday.
That would be true.
I just sent you the link in our personal Discord.
I will sign up. Become a wizard.
Fuck it, we'll
see what happens.
And I'll sign up and just look at the link and not touch it. There we go.
Not play it. Last up in the stories that we have right now, I'm not going to click on it. If you want to go check it out in our Discord, I posted a TikTok. Apparently some actress who is a part of the new Coven of Chaos, Agatha Harkness from WandaVision. I think it's a TV show. The person in the actual, what's it called?
I did see this story.
Yeah, so she went on The View, which, how the fuck is that show still a thing? Jesus, stop it. Stop viewing. And Whoopi, go make Sister Act 3 for fuck's sake.
For it.
I want it. So that's the thing that's happening. But this woman went on to, like, I guess just talk on The View and brought up the fact that she's in this and listed off so many fucking details of this show that have not been discussed at all. We've heard nothing about this show until this woman just dropped so much shit. Apparently Aubrey Plaza is going to be in it. Whoever this woman is, she specifically gives up her character and like what her character focuses on. Apparently it's something with tarot. I don't know directly, but go watch that TikTok on our Discord. Join in the links below, and then also if you're live, type Discord in the chat, and the link will pop up. But I don't know. It's one of those things where I posted them like Marvel snipers are just the dots, the red dots. Just
ninjas are breaking down her garage door to sneak in through the back.
Yeah, they're just gonna. What is company owns the Predator franchise? That Universal. Yeah.
I don't remember off the top.
I think so. Disney will just buy Universal and send the Predator to her house.
I don't know what made her do this.
Yeah, but that's all we got from the news for you guys today.
Yeah.
Everybody in chat. CLD said, "I don't understand that. My friends and I loved Hogwarts Legacy." I think it's the fact that it runs like shit on my PC, which is stronger than my Steam Deck, and then on my Steam Deck it runs terribly. Like, it's the worst thing I've ever seen on the Steam Deck. It's very bad. And I've done all the things, like all the tips and tricks online where it's like, change it so that it's this setting and that. It's still fucking shit. And I'm not playing a 30 frames per second game in the year 2023, so.
Right.
Not happening. But yeah, that's the podcast, guys. We did it. It's 9 o'clock even right now.
9 o'clock, and we have a day buffer.
Day buffer. We still have to record 2 Patreon pods.
Yeah, but we can do that. That's not as like, egregious.
I only played it on my Steam Deck and it ran pretty good. How? Because it runs like shit. Like I'll take a Snapchat video the next time I load it up. But like I'm currently in the town in the outskirts. What is it called? The one that's in fucking Universal, not Gringotts. It's Diagon Alley or whatever. Where all the fucking wand shops and the candy places, and every building is just a square.
The crazy poppin'.
It's just they're squares with no textures on them whatsoever. I'm like, and I'm standing in the middle of the screen, blurry as fuck. The ground is blurry as fuck. And then I go to run up to one of the like characters that I have to talk to for the next mission. They're not there. It's just a marker.
Oh,
the character just isn't loading in. So I uninstalled it because it's not worth my time unless they fix it. So that's where my mind is. But yeah, that's the podcast, guys.
It's a good one.
Yeah. I don't know if we have any last minute things to say.
Happy birthday again. Christmas birthday. Shit. Sorry, go on. Look at him. Look at him smile. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that smile. Smile of the birthday boy right there.
Before you blow out your candles, make sure you always save before quitting.
You sound weird, birthday boy.
Yeah. Birthdays are dumb.
I want to be born, and that's it.
It's not even that, man. I just don't like birthdays because your birthday will never be as good as it was when you were a kid.
Well, you were a kid.
Well, it's not even that though. Like nobody celebrates your birthday as much as they did when you were a kid ever again in your life, unless it's like your fucking 50th or some shit like that. You know?
Is that what you want?
It's not what I want, in theory. Like, here's the thing. If it were to happen, I wouldn't be like, fuck this, get out of my house, go home, you know? Like, I'm not that guy. I would enjoy it, and I'd have a great time, and it'd be good. But, that being said, when you're a kid, you look forward to your birthday. I don't look forward to my birthday now. There's nothing to look forward to, you know? And I don't want to make plans, because then I don't want people to be like, oh, I gotta clear my schedule to go do stuff. I don't want to do that.
You're putting that on them, though.
But that's just me as well. Because the other people that want to celebrate their birthday, more power to you, as long as it's just a day.
Mm-hmm.
That's another thing. I don't like the birth week situation. I hate that shit.
I think that's stupid too.
Here's the thing. Week is pushing it. If you do birthday month, I think you should just like not exist. You know?
Don't do that
like
shit.
For a month? Like, are you fucking no.
They're mentally off somewhere.
Yeah, like I don't know. Week is pushing it. I can at least be like, okay, you get a buffer time around your birthday, like a couple days here and there, left and right, to be like, you know, people who don't get to like see you or whatever. That's fine. You go for the month, I swear to fucking God. But yeah,
I want cakes every day.
I didn't even get no cake. I'm eating healthy, yo.
So you didn't do anything yesterday?
No, didn't do anything for my birthday. It was very funny because my mom got me cards. Like because you're an adult, so you get a card. Yeah. And she's like, "Well, what do you want for your birthday?" I'm like, "Well, if I were to tell you what I actually want, it'd be a new PC, and you're not buying me a new PC or a gaming laptop. You're not buying me that." She's like, "Well, do you want just like money so you can buy that?" And I'm like, "You can do whatever you want. I'm not trying to tell you what to get me. You know, I don't like doing that."
Right.
So then she gives me 2 cards, each of which have a $50 bill inside. She's like, "Go ahead, use that to buy your PC." And I'm like, I don't think you understand how the world works.
You can buy a flash drive.
Maybe.
Nah,
maybe.
You could buy $100 on the PC. You could buy a really nice keyboard. Maybe still.
You could buy really nice keycaps.
You could buy internal storage.
I wouldn't mind that. I might buy memory. That makes sense because my fucking computer decides to shit the bed now with 16 gigs of memory, which it shouldn't be, but whatever. Yeah, I don't know. It was just one of those funny things. And then I was also like, why is it in 2 separate cards? Because they were both signed mom and dad. One was like a serious card, one was a funny card. And I asked her, I was like, why did you do 2 cards? She's like, well, one was funny and one wasn't. I'm like, okay, but you give me shit when I buy cards that aren't from the dollar store. Why did you buy 2? The fuck you mean?
Hey, man, they wanted to double the love up.
I guess. I don't know. It's a time. But yeah,
What's
I didn't
up,
do shit.
man?
Can I play Gmod?
I'm gonna punch his fucking face. What's up? Hey. You going to sleep?
Good night.
Here, come say good night. Well, I hear the other one getting yelled at upstairs.
The other one's getting yelled at. Quit crying, bitch.
He's a little smart ass, man. I'm telling you.
Oh, really?
To be 10 months or almost 10 months.
God damn. 10 months already.
Mm-hmm.
Where has the time gone?
I don't know. But
well,
let me go handle that. See what's going on.
And it's gonna go handle that, and then next week we're gonna come back and be like, "Happy birthday, and happy birthday!"
I'm gonna eat it up too.
Yeah, I won't. I'll just be freaking out, and then you'll be like, "We're gonna freak out for Ant's birthday next week." Hell yeah! Yes, you are late for the orgy, Frankie. Sorry.
Yeah. Audio people, you'll be confused by that last statement.